11. Data analysis and visualization using Apache Spark and Zeppelin. Apache Zeppelin is a browser-based notebook that allows interactive analysis of data among multiple professionals who are involved in the data analysis. A notebook in this case is a code execution environment that allows the creation and sharing of code. Zeppelin allows individuals or teams to engage in data visualization on a collaborative basis. Apache Zeppelin provides built-in Apache Spark integration. Apache Spark is an open-source data processing engine used for large datasets. It is built on Hadoop MapReduce and extends this MapReduce model to use it more efficiently for various other forms of computation, including interactive queries and stream processing technique. This big data project can help build familiarity with these two tools and how they can be used for data analysis and visualization. Access solution to data analysis and visualization using Apache Spark and Zeppelin. 12. Apache Hive for real-time queries and analytics. Apache Hive is a data warehouse software project built on top of Apache Hadoop. Hive is an SQL-like interface which allows one to query data that is present in the Hadoop ecosystem for the purpose of real-time analysis. This project is a good way to get a know-how of how Apache Hive can be used for real-time processing. In real-world applications, it is often the case that data has to be retrieved in real time from the source. The processing is done as soon as the data is inputted. For example, Google Maps processes traffic data in real time. As soon as it receives information from the source, the data is output onto its application. Real-time data processing is required for applications where users rely on the most up-to-date information for reliability. Access solution to using Apache Hive for real-time queries and analytics. 13. Building a music recommendation engine. A recommendation engine is built using machine learning techniques based on the principle that patterns can be found among individuals who engage in a particular activity, in this case, listening to music. It is a data filtering technique that is used to recommend music to an individual based on consumer behavior data. This consumer behavior data may find patterns based on several factors including geographic location, age group, sex and trends. Music preferences may also vary from individual to individual of the same age group living in similar localities. In such cases, it is important to identify patterns in the type of music interests unique to a particular individual by observing songs that an individual listens to and the songs that result in a positive feedback from that particular consumer. By identifying patterns in interest particular to specific individuals, music recommendations can be generated. In this manner, consumers are kept satisfied with the type of music that they listen to, and happy customers result in flourishing businesses. Access solution to music recommendation engine. 14. Airline dataset analysis. From pre-flight to post-flight operations, data analytics plays a vital role in the aviation industry. Analysis of airline data with the help of a good big data project can help customize travel experience to make it more customer-oriented. A few examples of data analytics in aviation include identifying the demand for flights on popular routes based on seasonality, identifying trends and patterns in flight delays. Even technical issues faced by flights can be monitored more closely to see if there are trends wherein older flights may be prone to more problems. A challenge in analysis of the airline dataset is the large number of variables and data items that will have to be analyzed for each of the fields where improvements have to be made. Access solution to analysis of airline dataset. 15. Analysis of Yelp dataset using Hive. According to Wikipedia, in 2020, Yelp had 43 million unique visitors to its desktop web pages and 52 million unique visitors to its mobile sites. This should be an indication of the sheer size of data available for analysis. Yelp is a commonly used online directory that publishes crowdsourced reviews about businesses in a particular locality. The idea of this project is to get comfortable using Apache Hadoop and Hive for handling large datasets and applying the data engineering principles which involve processing, storage and retrieval on the Yelp dataset. Analysis of Yelp dataset can be beneficial to businesses to get a better understanding of their customers' responses to not only their business but also to their competitors. Access solution to analysis of Yelp dataset. Topics for data analysis project with Apache Spark. Spark projects are a good way for students to gain a thorough understanding of the various components which are a part of the Spark ecosystem, including Spark SQL, Spark Streaming, Spark MLib, Spark GraphX. These Spark projects for practice will help you understand the real-time applications of Apache Spark in the industry. Get more practice, more big data and analytics projects, and more guidance. Fast-track your career transition with Project Pro. 16. Build a data pipeline based on messaging using PySpark and Hive. A data pipeline is a system that ingests raw data from a source and moves this data to a destination where it can be stored or processed further for analysis. The pipeline may also require the data to be filtered or cleaned for various purposes. Data pipelines are beneficial if the data is required for multiple purposes. The stored data can be accessed and used for its necessary purposes. Here the data will be streamed real-time from an external API. This data has to be parsed and stored for further analysis. The data will then be sent to Kafka for processing using PySpark. Once the data is processed, it will again be picked up by Spark and stored in a new processed format in HDFS, Hadoop Distributed File System. A Hive external table is then created on top of HDFS, which will allow the cleaned, processed data to be deployed. This project will help in understanding how real-time streaming data has to be parsed and stored. This big data project will help you understand end-to-end workflow on how to create and manage a data pipeline. Access solution to building a data pipeline based on messaging using PySpark and Hive. 17. Predicting flight delays. Flight delays impact airlines, passengers and air traffic. Flight delays are not just inconvenient, but are also very bad for business. Accurate prediction of flight delays would be a huge boon to the airline industry. Building accurate models to predict flight delays becomes challenging due to the complexity involved in the air transportation system and the large chunks of flight data available. OLAP Cube Design can help you jumpstart on how to go about building a flight delay prediction model. An OLAP, Online Analytical Processing, Cube is a multidimensional array of data that allows fast analysis of data based on the multiple dimensions that are associated with a business problem. Access solution to predicting flight delays. 18. Event data analysis. Event data analysis is the process of applying business logic to process and analyze data that is streamed at an event level to produce data that is more suitable for querying. Event data refers to the actions performed by various entities. In event data, a particular data point can be associated with multiple entities, which all contribute to influencing the occurrence of a particular event. With event data, it is important to remember that the events can be dynamic, continuously influenced by outside events and nonlinear, which means that the events will not occur over regular intervals of time. This is what makes event data analysis a challenging task. The goal of event data analysis is to enable the system to identify critical events based on patterns observed from previous data occurrences. Opportunities and threats can be anticipated beforehand to respond to them either before they occur. If prediction is not possible, then event data processing can also ensure that there are quick responses immediately after an event has occurred when such a situation arises. Here is an example of an analysis done of real-time streaming event data from New York City accidents dataset. 19. Building a job portal using Twitter data. The social networking site Twitter has a whopping 187 million monetizable daily active users, MDAUs, as of 2020. This number is expected to grow by 2.4% in 2021. On Twitter, users can post and interact with each other through messages, referred to as tweets. The goal of this big data project is to stream data from Twitter to locate recently published jobs, process them and make them easier to find for other users who are actively searching for jobs via easy-to-use job search APIs. A notification feature can also be added to users who have subscribed to job search notifications. The challenge here is to process large amounts of data which will be streamed on Twitter in real time. Filter the tweets that are related to jobs. A further filter has to be applied for domain-specific jobs and then update the job portal as quickly as possible so that the job portal remains up to date. Similarly, once a job listing is filled, the job portal has to be updated once more to indicate that that particular job role is no longer vacant. Access solution to building IT job portal using Twitter data. 0. Implementing slowly changing dimensions in a data warehouse. Slowly changing dimensions, SCD, are data entities in a data warehouse which remain fairly static over time and change very slowly rather than at regular or frequent time intervals. A data warehouse is a data management system which is built to support business intelligence activities, primarily data analytics. They are central repositories of data integrated from various sources. Due to the presence of this data in a central location, a data warehouse design makes it possible to arrive at faster decisions with respect to the data. SCDs in a data warehouse very rarely change, but when they do, it is important that there is a good system in place that ensures these changes are captured and reflected throughout the data warehouse wherever necessary. There are several techniques in which the change in this data can be captured. Choosing the right technique is the key to maintaining data integrity. For example, in some cases it is okay to override a data value, but in some cases it is important to have a reference to the old value as well. Here is an approach to implementing slowly changing dimensions in a data warehouse. Big data analytics projects for students on GitHub. If you are someone who is looking for data analytics projects for final year students, check out this section for data analytics projects on GitHub. 21. Analyzing CO2 emissions. Is climate change real? The world stands divided on this topic, primarily into two groups. One group is in favor and believes global warming is the cause behind it, while the other believes climate change is a hoax. The former group blames the emission of greenhouse gases like CO2 for the rise in global temperature. It is difficult to understand how fair it is to blame those emissions, but can a data analyst help? Yes, explore the project idea to know how. Project idea: download the sample dataset fuelconsumption.csv and store it into a pandas data frame. Analyze the dataset using various functions for a data frame object like df.head, df.summary, etc. Analyze the data using a logistic regression model and plot various graphs using the matplotlib library to draw various conclusions. As a challenge, try to estimate future values by splitting the dataset into test and training subsets. Repository link: Data Analytics Project on CO2 Emissions by Arjuman73. 22. Data Analysis Using Clustering. One of the most popular machine learning algorithms that data scientists use is the k-means clustering algorithm. It groups together data points that have similar characteristics. In machine learning, it is used to classify a new data point based on its characteristics. But this algorithm can also be used for analyzing which entities in a dataset possess similar features. Project idea: download the sample dataset of private and public universities. Use Python's pandas data frame functions like df.info, df.describe, etc. to analyze the data. Prepare a profiling report for the data using the pandas_profiling library and list all the insightful conclusions about all the variables. Use Snsplot and matplotlib library to perform exploratory data analysis. Use the sklearn library to classify the data into clusters having similar properties. Repository link: Data Analytics Project K-means Clustering by Thealongsider. Take your big data analytics skills to next level with Project Pro. We hope that you found some innovative data analytics project ideas interesting enough to learn big data and practice. These are projects which would be very beneficial for students to take up as their final semester projects. In addition, if you have begun applying for summer internships too, we are sure these big data projects can be of great help to you in building up your data analytics portfolio and landing a top data gig. If you are looking to explore a few more interesting data analytics project ideas, check out these big data and data science projects. We add new end-to-end real-world analytics and data science projects every month that come with documentation, explainable videos, downloadable dataset for the project and reusable code. FAQs on data analysis projects. 1. What is Big Data Analytics Project? A big data analytics project is a project that involves processing and analyzing large volumes of data to extract insights and information. It involves using big data technologies and techniques to collect, store, and analyze data, and typically requires the use of distributed computing systems such as Apache Hadoop or Apache Spark. The goal of a big data analytics project is to uncover patterns, trends, and insights that can inform decision-making and drive business value. 2. What are some big data projects? There are many big data projects, ranging from open-source tools like Apache Hadoop, Apache Spark, and Apache Cassandra to commercial platforms like Cloudera, Hortonworks, and Databricks. Big data projects also include applications such as fraud detection, recommendation systems, sentiment analysis, and predictive maintenance. 3. Why most big data analytics projects fail. Most big data analytics projects fail due to various reasons such as poor planning, inadequate resources, lack of expertise, poor data quality, and inadequate infrastructure. In addition, poor communication and collaboration, unrealistic expectations, and unclear business goals can also contribute to the failure of big data analytics projects.